Jerry Jones is sabotaging whatever chance Dak would have to be very successful this year in hopes that the Cowboys would fall within striking distance of Shedeur Sanders.
You serious?
How about them Cowboys? Angry Cowboys Fan, are you down to ride? Angry Cowboys Fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
What's going on, Cowboy Nation and angry Cowboy fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. Just wanted to show y'all the definition of a pessimistic fan of our Dallas Cowboys. So if you're DC for life and want to help cheer on the Dallas Cowboys through the 2024 season and beyond, drop a like on the video, share this content, and please subscribe to the channel. On an episode of Skip Bayless's podcast, The Skip Bayless Show, he speaks about what he feels about the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott, more importantly. He's done with Dak Prescott. He even did the typical Skip Bayless thing to do and called the man out of his name. Whether it's Russell Westbrook or now Dak Prescott, the old Cowboy Sith Lord knows no bounds when it comes to telling me you're not a true fan without saying you're not a true fan. So we're going to take a listen to the two clips that I got for y'all, and then y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, Angry Cowboys fans, go ahead and listen to Skip Bayless.
Dak Prescott is just good enough to lift my hopes every single season, pretty high, hopes that he ultimately shatters on a very regular basis. He's 2-5 in playoff games as Dak Prescott, including those two stinkers against San Francisco home and away, and that ultimate stinker last year at home against the youngest team in the NFL playoffs, the Green Bay Packers. I can't say it better than CeeDee Lamb's mom posted social media. Dak ain't it. He ain't.
It's funny how Skip Bayless keeps putting everything on Dak Prescott, isn't it? If you were to replace Dak Prescott or Dak with the Dallas Cowboys, it would make a hell of a lot more sense, because I have never in my time of watching the NFL witnessed an 11-on-1 game in my life. I have never witnessed a quarterback beating the opposing team with absolutely no help. People will say Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady, but if my memory serves me correctly, they either had great defenses, great run games, or other contributing factors like great coaching that contributed to their Super Bowl victories. This type of commentary, it's selfish and it's very short-sighted. No wonder where the pessimistic side of Cowboys Nation gets their arguments from. It's you, Skip Bayless. But jumping right into the second clip that I got for you, Skip Bayless continues his selfish rant when it comes to Dak Prescott. So we're going to take a listen to that and then come back and talk about it. Roll the clip.
I am hoping against hope that Jerry Jones is prepared to let Dak play it out this season, the final year, of course, of his contract. So what? Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that Dak goes on this year and lifts and carries the Dallas Cowboys to a Super Bowl championship, their first in 30 years. That's fine. Let him walk, because I don't think he would walk. There's no state tax in Texas. If you're the Cowboy quarterback, you got it made in the shade when it comes to national TV commercials, post-game announcer chairs, thrones. See Troy, see Tony. No, I don't think Dak would walk after a Super Bowl. Jerry would have to pay him king's ransomly, but that's okay. I'd take him if he went and won a Super Bowl. Obviously, I would embrace him. I would cherish him. I would love him. But you know, and I know, that ain't going to happen with Dakota Rain Prescott.
hoping that Dak walks at the end of the season, are we? I swear, Cowboys Nation, let's get ready for this. Y'all ready for my Raw and Uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. If you go and listen to the entire podcast, you will hear the exact same thing Dak haters comment on in the comment section. Dak Prescott is 2-5 in the playoffs. Dak can't get us to a Super Bowl. Blah, 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 blah. A lot of these short-sighted people don't see nor understand the bigger picture when it comes to extending Dak Prescott. They just see, let's let Dak walk and give Trey Lance a try. It's so much more complicated than that, Cowboys Nation. So let's dive into it a little bit. If y'all allow Dak Prescott to play out his current contract, you have to place a question mark at the most important position on any team. You can have eliminated your leader or replaced him with, I don't know. What would you replace him with? Jerry Jones would have started a game that has more players playing than you. Other teams will enter the game way before the game even starts, way before the tampering season even starts. Teams like the New Orleans Saints, the Las Vegas Raiders, the Seattle Seahawks, Denver Broncos, Tennessee Titans, Carolina Panthers, New York Giants, New York Jets, Cleveland Browns, New England Patriots, and the Minnesota Vikings will be able to bid on your franchise quarterback, all willing to outbid the next team. Do you think Jerry Jones will be able to compete with him? History would say not. So, your franchise quarterback is gone. Well, we'll just rely on the backups. We'll put the backups in. Shoot, there's only one problem with that. Both Trey Lance and Cooper Rush are free agents next offseason. Jerry Jones didn't want to pick up Trey Lance's $22.4 million fifth-year option, which states he's not willing to spend that type of money on Trey Lance, that he wants to get him at a cheaper price. So away to the bidding war Trey Lance goes. You can pretty much secure Cooper Rush with $2 or $3 million, but what if another team wants to pay him $4 million a year? Long story short, there's a slight chance that the Dallas Cowboys could have to part ways with their entire quarterback room. Then, I bet you if Jerry allowed Dak Prescott to walk, we would see Zach Martin retire. You might see Zeke retire. You might see CeeDee Lamb walk. Dak goes, then the Dallas Cowboys as we know them will cease to exist. Skip is hoping that Jerry Jones allows Dak Prescott to walk next offseason unless he wins the team a Super Bowl. At that point, Skip's going to want him to stay with the team. Of course he is. I cannot stand fans like that. Those entitled fans. Those fans who think that the Dallas Cowboys organization owes them a Super Bowl. They don't realize that we got to go out there and actually win one. The Super Bowls are not given to you, Skip. The Super Bowls are not given to you, entitled Cowboys fan. And judging from what you were saying, you do not understand that this is a team sport. This is the ultimate team sport. You followed the Dallas Cowboys around for over a decade. You leached off that organization until it was advantageous for you to slither your way to Chicago. Then you leached off the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan's legacy. Watch out, LeBron James. He's going to come and try and leech off you next. Not to mention, he's doubling back, getting more notoriety for being in Jerry Jones's documentary on Netflix. And speaking of that documentary on Netflix, Angry Cowboys fans, I am not watching it. I will not be celebrating and helping those views climb because he's not done anything to make this team any better. A part of me wishes Cowboys Nation wouldn't watch it either. Let his ego take a dive. Just think. The documentary airs and he only gets 100,000 views as opposed to 5.8 million. Y'all know that would rock him right to his core. But, I digress. Skip says he's a Dallas Cowboys fan, but it's all about him. What he wants. It's not what's good for the team. He wants a Super Bowl. Well, shit, Skip Bayless. Don't you think that the players on the team want a Super Bowl as well? Don't you think the coaches want a Super Bowl? The fans want a Super Bowl? The owner says that he wants a Super Bowl, but shit, you can show me better than you can tell me, Jerry. But I do hope for the worst for you, Skip Bayless, when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. I hope your worst dream comes true. I hope that Jerry Jones signs Dak Prescott to an extension, and you better not pound that damn table once when and if we are winning and go to a deep playoff run. I don't want to hear shit like, I knew we could do it. The thing is, you can almost guarantee that you'll be saying, I told you so, because one, the owner won't help this team. And two, if the Cowboys are losing any time before the NFC Championship game, it will make you seem right. Kinda like a clock being right 2 times a day. Personally, I feel the Dallas Cowboys should extend Dak Prescott. Extend him for 5 years. If not 5 years, extend him for 4. Extend him with the thought of moving on from him at the end of this contract. Draft your quarterback in the 3rd year of the 4-year extension. This puts your drafted quarterback in development mode for 2 years, having 3 years left on his rookie deal when Dak Prescott decides to leave the team or retire. Your offensive line would have been together for years, and your new quarterback wouldn't be thrown into the fire. It's people like Skip Bayless that don't give a shit about the person. It's only the product and the product that they put out. People like this don't care if being thrusted into the fire creates a shell shock for a young quarterback. It's like being a leech. They suck the life right out of them and discard them whenever they're done. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. What did you think about what Skip Bayless had to say? Do you think he's a true Dallas Cowboy fan, or is he a franchise leech? Let's have an adult conversation in the comments section. If you're digging the content and want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on the video and share this content with your friends who are Cowboys fans. Currently, there are 6K views on Skip Bayless's original video. Let's see if we can beat that, Angry Cowboys fans. But if you're DC for life and you hope our Dallas Cowboys will have a great season this year, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can be notified whenever I go live, release a video, or a podcast episode. I just wish the Dallas Cowboys organization would do business differently instead of continuing to be used car salesmen selling Cowboys Nation a dream. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.